Hey guys, Kathy Rankin here with your weekly soaps roundup, and I hope you're all surviving the aftermath of the Thanksgiving holiday. Clearly, I am not judging by my crazy hair and the fact that I had too much food, too much napping, and too much of everything. And speaking of aftermath and too much of everything, on The Bold and the Beautiful, Thomas's condition continued to deteriorate, with his headaches becoming more frequent and his vision giving him problems. And of course, the mannequin seemed to be getting downright pushy. You know what's bad? When even the mannequins are nagging you. Now, when Liam found out that Hope and Douglas were having dinner with Thomas, he rushed over and caught a glimpse of his wife making out with Thomas. Of course, had he confronted them, he would have realized it was the doll, but instead he left to go and tell Steffy what he thought he had seen. What is happening here, you guys? Am I the only one who is slightly disturbed by someone making out with an actual blow-up doll? I mean, how far are they going to take this? Elsewhere, Zende told Paris she was beautiful enough to compete with Sister Zoe in the modeling department. In other words, she'll be ditching that meaningful social work job any second now to prounce around in designer duds. Hey, can you blame a girl? Coming up, things look bad for Thomas, who was rushed to the hospital. Now, on Days of Our Lives, Sean was forced to marry Jan, though the wedding to the completely delusional bride wasn't legal. Now, when Jan claimed to have shot and killed Belle, John lost all control and started strangling her, landing himself in jail. Now, Belle turned up alive and just happened to be in Philip's bed of all places, which Sean found suspicious. Now, Gabby returned and immediately started ticking people off, and when she demanded to see Jake, Gwen sent Gabby to the garage, hoping she'd catch a glimpse of Kate and the mechanic in bed together. And guess what? That's exactly what happened, because let's face it, there's nothing like having a guy who's handy around the house. Now, Rafe also returned, and having apparently not kept up with anything going on in his absence, was shocked to learn that Hope had left town. Coming up, Ava is reunited with Trip. Now, on General Hospital, Dev and Dustin were tragically killed in the floating rib explosion. You guys, I can't keep a straight face. That also left Lulu in a coma. Now, Franco was also injured in the blast and needed surgery, during which they conveniently also removed at least part of that pesky tumor. Now, talk about killing two birds with one stone. And Julian confessed his role in the bombing to Ava, refusing to help him hide out at Windermere. She instead offered to help him leave Port Charles forever. She also added that if he did opt to stick around, she would want nothing to do with him. Coming up, Trina makes a confession to Joss that could impact their friendship. Finally, on The Young and the Restless, well, things were looking pretty bad for Billy when all of the evidence seemed to indicate he'd shot Chance while trying to rub out Adam. Now, the Abbotts found out that good old down and dirty Theo wanted to sue them for his share of Dina's inheritance, and theirs too. But hey, that sure didn't stop them from having a good old-fashioned turkey dinner. Nothing ruins the Abbott family get-togethers. Even when they all lie, backstab, and cheat on each other, they still gather around that table as if nothing has happened. Kind of like real life. And then poor Adam spent the holiday in the mental hospital arguing with his younger self, while Lily used Turkey Day as an excuse for Nate and Devon to try and patch up their relationship. Because hey, if a pumpkin pie can't make you forget that your girlfriend slept with your cousin, what can? Coming up, two longtime friends are finally reunited. And who is that gonna be, you guys? I don't know. That's it for this week. We'll see you next time on the Weekly Soaps Roundup.